Hi everyone, I am Navod. We are from group number S32. In here, I will be discussing about what are the alternatives for burnt bricks and choose the most appropriate alternatives as substitute for burnt bricks. First of all, let's get an understanding about burnt bricks. From the ancient times, burnt bricks are popular as a construction material. As of today's observation, Leeds burn bricks were primary material for every construction that built by ancestors. But with modern science, there are some considerable problems that found by doing researchers. Environmental, social, and economic impacts that occurred by using burn bricks were focused in our project. So here we can see a small introduction about these details. Move to the next slide. In here, I will be discussing why this project is important to us and what is the purpose of doing this. Everybody around the world, something being updated to its data version. This updating process reduces the problems from previous product and add some new features. This system is necessary to the world progress. We are also trying to understand and define the problems of current products and upgrade it to the next level. So as well as we can identify the most suitable substitute for burn bricks. We need comprise the bad impacts of the burn bricks and substitute it with a higher quality product. This project studies about each properties of burn bricks and analyze about it to find the best suitable substitute. Let's move on to the next slide. These are ingredients we use to manufacture burn bricks. They are water, clay, kaolin and sands. For your better understanding, I have further sorted these ingredients based on their percentage of contribution to the composition and also into non-renewable 60% composition, and it is renewable. The minimum value of ingredient will be kaolin. It represents 5% to 10%. It is non-renewable. Let's move to the next slide. In this slide, we have tabulated some main properties of the burn bricks, including the raw materials, and also we have defined respected each property with few words in the right column. For an example, let's take a hardness, which is provided by water, sands, and clay. It's a well-known property of burn bricks. Its strength and resistance to saturation by rainwater make structure hard. Likewise, there are other properties like compression strength, which is provided by sands, kaolin, and clay. So then, fire resistance, such as. Move on to the next slide. So in here, in this complex diagram, we have shown the manufacturing process of the burn bricks. From initial point, as I described it you very briefly, when starting from the very beginning, we add mixing raw clay, soil, and the raw waste water treatments, sludge together, then move into the dry process. Likewise, then shifting from preparing bricks mixtures to the filtering process. And finally, testing process are the other parts of the manufacturing procedure respectively. In addition to that, we have addicted the released waste when occurs the process. For an example, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide are made. So through this, we can get a small idea about this process. So move to the next slide. We have listed stations of burn bricks. It point form by using some pictures, as you can see in the slide. As you know, the burn bricks most commonly used in construction field to buildings, houses, main purpose into bind walls. In addition to these bricks used to construction floors, to constructed arches, to make kohoa, which used to as an aggregate in concrete. At last, manufacture of surki to be used lime plaster and lime concrete. Likewise, there are many uses of burn bricks. So when we produce this product, we usually have faced some problems These problems can be categorized according to the life cycle as environmental, economic, and social problems. So here we can see this table to get a better understanding. I sorted as stages of production process. Here you can see the first and second stages, this slide. In here we can see the last stages of their problems. It also shown like previous appearance. So move to the next slide. After considering all issues, we have these alternatives for burn bricks. The first one is sand lime bricks. The second one is fly ash bricks. The third one is making structures using woods. Last one is mud brick. Considering about all, I discussed problems in the previous section, and these factors such as reduce the time of production, low cost to increase the durability of product. We choose mud bricks is the best alternative among all of these alternatives to substitute for burn bricks. So basic mud bricks are made by mixing the soil with water, mixing into a mound and drying the bricks outdoors. Straw or fibers that are strengthened by pressure often add bricks and help reducing cracks. Mud bricks are associated with bricks and can be used to build walls and chambers. Since large demand has been placed, building materials industry, especially the last decade, due to the increase in population, which causes shorter buildings materials, so that civil engineers have been challenged to introduce useful buildings and construction materials. But as a building material from small players to top engineer, most commonly used burn are construction purposes. So move to the next slide. Bricks have widely used for buildings and building over the world, especially in deserts, extremely hot and dry lands like Arabian countries. Mud brick is an inexpensive, environmental friendly, and abundantly available building materials. Mud bricks are made by mixing mud and water in a goopy blend. These bricks belongs to wide range of construction material, since it is mainly used for the construction of outer and inner walls building. The initial use, manufacture, and bricks are the clay, water, and grinding materials such as rice husks, straw. A mud brick is an air-dried brick mixed with wool, mud, sand, and water with the bonding material. Is the Arabian countries. Is other countries, the mud bricks are made by blending mud, water into group mixture. Traditionally, straw added proved tensile strength and may prevent bricks are cracking. As mentioned earlier, using bricks as a substitute, not only people but also environment can obtain various benefits. Basically, one of the main advantages mud bricks include economically, it's low cost, and physically it's great thermal behavior, and also mud brick is an expensive, environmentally friendly, and abundantly available building material, and there are several advantages over the conventional building materials, like skilled labor is not necessary. Mud is available from natural resources, and mud structural can be performed satisfactorily under the hot environmental condition. So we can consider about classified factors in proves in the gives evidence that how you made mud bricks are equal to the burn bricks in performance, and also about review indicates the mud bricks has the overall durability, sustainability, efficiency, eco-friendly, convenience, and much more rather than using burn bricks. Mud bricks are the very good substitute for burn bricks to make a better future by minimizing the bad environmental impacts. So move to the next slide. These are the references of our presentation. Next, I hope then I could propose a better substitution for burn bricks through this presentation.